I often talk about how there are different ways to recover. And I wholeheartedly believe that. Um, I know for myself, I struggled for years in and out of AA, and I thought that AA was the only way you could recover. And they led me to believe that it was my fault every time I slipped, right? It wasn't the program's fault. It was I was doing something wrong. I wasn't following exactly to the T what was suggested to me, um, which was bull. I was. And not only that, I felt a lot of shame going back each and every time. And even though they said no shame when you go up and get your new coin, they always start you at zero again. So you feel like a zero. Um, you know, and I really feel that recovery is continuous. Recovery is a process ongoing. And that's why I kind of shy away from counting or having anniversaries. And if you do that, that's fine. That's great. I applaud you for achieving those milestones. But for me, it put too much weight on the number of days and the date and not the quality of my recovery. So I focus on that. I focus on making each day the best day. I tried working on behaviors that had led me to relapse before. I try to fill my life with positive people and things, and avoid those things that are triggering for me, which makes sense, and a lot of other organizations will say the same thing, that suggest the same thing. I also feel like time isn't that important because I have seen many people with many years either go back out there or not really lead a healthy recovery lifestyle, right? And I'm not being judgmental about that. I guess I am, but I've seen people like 13th step, right? Which means they take a newcomer and they kind of form a relationship with them, right? And the newcomer is kind of naive to the fellowship, and and it's just a mess. I've seen dry drunks. I've seen people that had many, many years go to AA all the time, and they're miserable, and they complain, and they talk about the old days over and over and over again. I don't want that recovery. And if they're there, that's fine. If that works for you, that's fine. I'm all for whatever works for you. But I'm here to say it does not work for everybody. It did not work for me. I have multiple years of recovery without that fellowship of that particular way of life. Okay, I have found a way that works for me, and I try to get that out there so that if you're struggling, right, and you're feeling that shame and guilt and feeling like you're doing everything wrong, which, by the way, we don't do that to any other disease. Like if you have cancer and the treatment didn't work, we don't blame the patient, right, for it not working. We blame the treatment. The treatment didn't work. We have to discover a new treatment, a better way. So again, there are many, many ways, and if you're out there struggling and you need some support, you need some help in how to get that life that you desire, then I'm here to say, follow me. Listen to my videos, watch me, follow me, and get to know what I'm all about, and see for yourself. Make your own decision. I hope this helps. I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember to let the people that you love know that you love them. Send them that text, give them a call, give them a great big hug every chance you get. Live your life enthusiastically, live your life mindfully, and live your life with gratitude. Until next time, guys, please be well. Peace.